Yo, what's Gucci bags? This your boy, Mr. 716 Big Miz, and I'm in the Sticky studio getting stuck with Sticky. You dig?
All right, next. Name, are you on the list?
Yes, sir.
Name, sir?
Mr. 716 Big Miz.
Okay, Big. I got Rod Wave, Fabulous, Jadakiss, LaRussell, Big Miz. You on the list?
You already know.
Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
All right, come
salute,
on.
Salute, salute, salute.
Sit
salute,
back,
salute.
relax. Yo, what's up? We've been already chopping it up like 30 minutes. That's why, we're live right now, but we always spend 30 minutes, an hour, just getting to know each other, just vibing, chilling out and backstage. All that backstage stuff, that's like they got to pay for that, right? That's that extra. That's the behind the scenes. Those are the things that nobody gets to see unless, you subscribe.
Absolutely.
Right? So if you guys don't know, we're live on everything. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. I think that's everything.
Everything.
And we're live with Big Miz in the Sticky studio. Appreciate you for coming.
Appreciate you, King.
Thank you.
Blessings up.
Thank you. We met at Red Eye's event. How do you know Red Eye?
Red Eye, I actually don't know directly, but his uncle is Juice. So, I'm tapped in a little bit through a wave that was linked through Juice.
Got you.
So,
Uncle
shout
Juice.
out to Red Eye Gorillas, though. Ray Millions, Juice and them guys. Big shout out to the Say Word podcast and everybody that invited us out. The legendary poets, myself, I am 716 Big Miz, and my cousin, Big Fats, actually, Tommy Sanders 360. That's on IG, Tommy Sanders 360. And I am 716 BIGMIZ.
Okay, 716, where's that?
That's in upstate New York. Niagara Falls, Buffalo, Rochester hub. Rochester now by way of area code 585, but big salutes to all the originals. Everybody know about the original 716, so big salutes, But it's the wave, upstate wave heavy right now. Big shout outs to the guys that's doing their thing, Trust Griselda. Everybody doing their thing. Niagara Falls, we up next. And that's why I'm here on Sticky with my man Sticky. Shout out to Sticky. Triple entendre, They was just up here for real. Big shout out Onyx Legends. They just burned down Tampa.
Yes.
Came through, did an incredible interview with the big bro Sticky right here. The homie Sticky, and y'all guys stop getting stuff confused when we say stuff like big dog or this and this and that. It's just people slanging they lingo, man. Nobody.
Hold on, where somebody's confused on that?
Sometimes people be doing little stuff like that, and I don't want nobody to feel confused about that. You know what I'm saying? Because you could call somebody big dog.
Well, that's what I say to everybody. I didn't know that's a problem.
Like OG or whatever. Nah, just people got their own little things.
Got you.
So I don't want nobody to get confused. Like, even when I'm rhyming, not even to go before we get into the interview. But if I'm doing a rhyme and you hear me doing bars and I'm shouting somebody out or I spit their name, it's not that I'm against nobody that don't like these people that I might say. This is what came to me in my written form. So if I just ink something, I just threw you in my ink. That don't mean I'm riding your joint and all this other shit that they be doing, but all this other crap.
You say whatever
that
you want to say.
now, because I don't be really, because my kids be watching and all that, my wife, and I want to be a professional. We need to be professional when we come on people's platforms and respectable.
I agree with that, and I appreciate
this.
that.
You know what I'm saying? I salute, because your kids are going to be watching as well, and we want to be professionally presenting ourselves when we come through, whether it's a 1 or 1 million format.
Yeah, no, I feel you, and I know you do a lot with kids.
Absolutely, the mentorship, DBT mentoring.
Give me some explanation on that. Dive into that a little bit.
The bigger bulk of when I dove back to when I was home. I'm from Niagara Falls, New York, by the way, native, many years. Everywhere I've gone, from great places to prisons, I've always said I was from Niagara Falls, so I never fronted about where I was from. But it's one of the places that's considered as an 8th wonder of the world. we do have millions of people that visit Niagara Falls, but it's a very dilapidated area, very so much poverty within the community because of a lot of the things like the drug epidemic over the years that took place and still takes place over many of the small developed hoods and things like that. But the mentor part of it was me wanting to do my effort of giving back. So I did community cleanups, things of this nature. And shout out to the guys that's continuing that wave. Right now, my cousin Derek Hilson, Trent, a couple of other guys, whomever, Ezra and San Quinn and whomever else is involved, Peace Queen, all these different people, Saladin.
Shout out to all of these people.
Yeah, these people.
Big shout out. Thank you for doing that for the community.
their efforts. They doing things out there, Snug, all of these different programs and efforts. But it's a shame, Stick, we ain't got a motherfucking, excuse my language because it frustrates me so bad, but we don't got a dang on YMCA or a Boys and Girls Club in the town.
So what can you do about
bonkers.
that? What can you do about that?
We really want to tap in with the powers that be.
Right.
Why we can't link with guys like, why this city can't tap in with guys like me that's connected to guys like you, that's connected to people that we know that have organizations to where we can formulate funding to do these things, but it's just not an easy thing to do. It's all about the bread. So the government funding is what's really, really needed. The powers that be need to be involved, or some really, really incredible investors. And if you guys are out there, I do have my own business. It's MOCR Enterprise LLC, and I do have the DBT mentoring group effort as well as the DBT music group effort. And the DBT mentoring grouping side of it, we want to do speaking to at-risk youth. So if anyone's out there where they need a host, a song, something written, a guest speaker, anything like that, I'm in tune with all of these things. You know, I've also been an actor with Deuce King and Amiri Reed. Shout out to those guys in Buffalo. They may be somewhere big now. I know they're between Buffalo and Atlanta, but wherever they are, incredible guys. A lot of movies that they've done for Buffalo, the efforts that they put through. Conflicted all of these different movies that they've done. I heard they're doing some new things. So my thing is about just connecting all of these different little things. You know what I'm saying?
Connect the dots.
Connecting the dots. I mean, all of the incredible, independent artists back home. Guys, stop what y'all doing. Connect and link with each other. There's no need to really do the crab in a bucket material because it's not going to get us nowhere. That's why I'm not feeding into nothing that's really taking place with what they doing with the negativity side of the rap sport. Battling is cool and competitive, but when they get to the negative where it's just a lose and you presenting people to go look at your city, but when they look at what's going on there and they see that it's cloudy and there's no unity, it don't make nobody want to apply no efforts to do things. And that's why, we need the like-minded kings and queens to connect from the outside in so that we can get these things done and accomplished. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you kind of are tapped in with the city.
I'm just playing from the outside in. They I'm trying to put my face directly all in, smear my face all in everybody. I stay tapped in with Facebook because I know more people are there back home, watch from that side.
Gotcha.
But Instagram and Twitter and TikTok is more where you have to connect with the platforms like these and get to the professional standpoints where people see your worth and things of that. Back home is hate on me being on platforms like this, but I don't care. I never did. Not worried about where people, think. But there is the other side, the older people and people who is rooting for you and rooting for us. You know what I'm saying? And I love them. So, you know what I'm saying? It's love. It's and one of my songs done off when I came home, I said, Miz hot with it. Half of the whole block spit it. Half of the whole block. It's a whole block, but only half of the whole block spitting with you, rocking with you, meaning. And so it is what it is. It is what it is. You feel what I'm trying to say?
It sounds like you're a writer.
I'm definitely a composer. I've written for the president of Heinz Ketchup, Neil Gold. Shout out Neil Gold. Wrote for his daughter Amanda, personal song. He paid me money, wrote me a check straight out, on the spot. That I came through my cousin Paul Harris Jr. and Johnny Flynn, when I was out, they was in Syracuse University. They hoopers, they ball players. And my cousin Duggar, I was a scrambler, so I came from off the road on VA. I came from VA with some weed out in Syracuse. Came with a little tree I had left.
Right.
After, I tried to post up out there and shit and, do my little wiggle, called myself getting a little job and went up in there calling myself being a prep chef in the kitchen and all that to try to, bust a move or two.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what Mello actually gave SU the $2 million. Mello, big shout out to Carmelo Anthony. I was right there. It was crazy how, because they had a big press conference when Mello was coming to donate the money, right? So I'm at Duggar and Johnny room. I'm sleeping on their couch, by the way, y'all. I keep it 1,000 at this time. I was scrambling. I came back. I had my whip, my weed, but I was on their couch.
Sometimes that's all
months.
You need.
Yeah, man.
Whipping the weed.
Yeah, I'm saying whipping the weed. I was on the couch and all that for a minute, but I was getting myself together, and they went to the press conference and all that, and and Duggar on the phone, on the cell phone. This is Paul Harris is Duggar. Duggar on the phone, and he like, cousin, where you at? You gotta come through. He trying to direct me and guide me. So where he was guiding me to between the buildings at SU, a big Suburban. This was the big Suburban, big joint swerved up, joint swerved up. Mello hops out. I'm like, yo. I'm right here in the little alley joint.
Found it.
I'm like, yo, it's dude. It's the basketball dude. I'm like, yo, it's Mello.
Wow, Mello, I know up there, he's a legend.
And, yo, dead ass. And Mello was like, yo, let me walk right in with them.
Nice.
Because I was trying to get in. I was like, yo, Duggar and Mello played 101 right there, Bayheim and all that. Just little stuff like that was just little dope. Little dope highlights. I was performing halftime. They went crazy when they see me, came out the tunnel. I wrote a song. Shout out Cedric Bolton, one of the professors at SU. He was like a music coordinator. Me and I got together, Red Brick Studio out there somewhere in Syracuse between there and Utica. Red Brick was the studio, I believe the name of the studio was. We went over there and recorded the SU anthem. I was performing halftime.
Nice. So do you perform a lot?
Not to the degree that I would love to. I need to perform in like Argentina, Paris and all that, Africa and all that, overseas. I need to perform overseas.
Okay.
On big stages.
But you're independent. If you want to do performances like that, are you booking them or who's handling that?
I haven't booked nothing like that.
Okay.
No, I haven't. So if y'all got some openings for me, check out my music, Mr. 716 Big Miz. That's MR 716 BIGMIZ. I do have my music catalog. When you go in there, it's a couple years back of the music, but I'm pushing the assortment of that music, revising various things, upgrading everything, and connecting with different producers and engineers to bring y'all some really up-to-date, nice highlighted stuff. But my lyrics are very relevant. The single Battle Cry is bubbling right now. You can check for that on all platforms featuring my cousin Guns. We also have some distribution for that, people that want to be involved. So we just linked in a humble way and, just being proud about the assortment of where we're headed and just casually building and growing and connecting with platforms like this. If anybody want me to speak on their platform, I will. I like to be positive, motivated, high energy, highlighted.
We like that too.
You know what I'm saying? Good kings and queens vibes. You know what I'm saying? Good kings and queens vibes, excuse me. But just being...
Take one of these. Pick a patch. Any patch.
Pick a patch.
Any patch. Yep.
This a patch.
I want you to just... Let's find one on the wall. Pick one on the wall. Your favorite. And try to hit it.
Move Mean.
Move Mean. You see that one right
Yeah.
there? Try to hit it.
I knew it was going to go.
Where did it go?
Sticky. I ain't hit the wall good.
One more time. Let's see who wins the competition. Mark is going to show you who wins.
All right.
I got the Trench Baby, who I
Okay.
need to tap you in with Trench Baby.
Okay.
He's in New Jersey.
Let's go, Jerry.
Fire. Fire.
Shout out my guys in Camden.
Yes.
Newark.
He's Patterson.
Okay, Patterson is dope.
But we did a collab with him. We have a collab
It's
with
the
him.
trenches.
Go on our site. Anybody who wants to right now during the live, we always give out free patch. So you buy anything on the site,
Let's
you
go.
get a free patch.
Get the free patch.
Get that move mean. Oh, shit.
He a fucking vet,
I'm a
bro.
pro, I guess. No, that's good though.
I got 1993.
You got 1993. You know who 93 is?
Who is that?
That's Onyx.
Look, I know they got a few though.
They got
got a
a
few
nine
up there.
9-piece.
This nigga beat me, bro.
Think of like when you was young and you was
I
throwing
like
the
that
Chinese
stick.
stars.
That's fire, bro. Yo, listen. The setup is phenomenal when you come over here, first of all, people. The highlight is incredible, first of all. They're going to tap you in. You're going to get greeted with the lights. You're going to be really, 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 really feeling good. It's a beautiful situation over here at the Sticky Lab.
It's called the Sticky Studio.
Sticky Studio.
All right, so you can say that again. It's a beautiful situation.
It's
at
a
this,
beautiful situation at the Sticky Studio.
Yeah, we're gonna just cut that right there.
Yes, sir.
And that's gonna be a clip.
Yeah.
You know what? We do this for a couple reasons. Number one is that we work with so many talented, up and coming artists, and that's across the country. Right now, it's across the country. I'm not gonna say we're international.
No, I'm just
when
saying,
we're international, I'll tell you.
It's gonna go there.
But we work with artists from Cali to New York to
Right.
here. But we want to highlight you, especially people that are doing positive things like that.
I appreciate
That's a
it,
big,
man.
big piece, and I don't know that until I meet you.
Right.
Right, we don't know that. So,
Right.
and the people may not know that. Your
Right.
audience, your fans.
Right.
So, you know, rapping and coming out with a video is one piece.
Right.
The behind the scenes, how
the
to sauce,
touching.
how to
You
sauce
gotta
is
marry
made.
up to a person, the audience. You gotta touch them. You have to touch them. That's why I admire this. That's why I came right from there to here.
I appreciate that. So you flew in from the Rock,
Falls.
from the Falls. Mm-hmm. Okay. How far away is it from Rochester? Is that close?
Yeah, hour and 45 minutes.
So
at most.
reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like driving from here to basically Orlando, kind of, so to speak.
Okay. So I know that you write. Do you freestyle?
I freestyle.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something that you used to do, or are you still doing? Like when you go in the booth, is it?
Nah, I just sometimes some of my creations come out of me freestyling. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like when I just did the new hook for the new joint, fine wines, exquisite champagne. You know, I said fine wines, exquisite champagne, rich vibes, kings and queens live lavish, stay fly. I ain't gonna even hold you. We got motion, got moving on a different level, couple up. You know what I'm saying? It's like the way I construct is out of almost in a freestyle format. You know what I'm saying? But I got the rich vibes joints finna be fresh. You know what
You
I'm saying?
prefer to write.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. That's the original way.
Are you writing first, or are you hearing a beat first?
Writing first mostly all the time. Like
Gotcha.
definitely writing first most all the time. Like one thing I am always doing is I am always writing.
Do you have a book? Like a book that you're holding, that you're walking
Yeah,
around
notebooks
with?
and all that.
Notebook.
And then my notes in the phone now is cramped. So that's the quick way now because I can you know what I'm saying? I could be on the fly, I could think of it in the car, I could think of bars right here. I already wrote down a couple already. You know what I'm saying?
Feel free to throw Sticky
You
in
know what
there.
I'm saying? Bro,
Sticky
I'm already
Studio,
on top of stuff like
Sticky with the blicky. I
that.
don't
You know what I
know.
mean? It'll be iller.
Iller than that.
It'll be iller because everybody gonna do it. Sticky with the blicky is easy.
That's way too easy.
That's the easy one. You gotta make it like where it's gonna be champagne. You know what I mean? Fine wine.
Okay,
You gotta make
I
it like
appreciate
exquisite.
that. I
It
feel
gotta
that.
be unique, like you said. And that's the
100%.
one thing I can say about my city. Niagara Falls didn't totally get on yet, but we are unique.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We are unique in our art form. So big shout out to all y'all in the town that's doing y'all artistry. But all of that, not unifying is not going to get us nowhere. Everybody that made all the little groups and stuff in the huddles, because they always sending me stuff. They always, people who, when they see the negative stuff that they doing and that they thought, like they thought one of the brothers said something about me recently. And my people like, yo, literally. I'm like, man, don't even worry about that garbage.
Right.
That's garbage.
Well, if you're on their mind, that's a positive.
But I'm just saying,
If
don't
you're
even
put in there regardless is a positive.
Exactly. But I'm saying, as far as even trying to bring it to me in a negative light, don't even worry about it. Don't even look at it like that. Keep working on what you're doing. Keep excelling and motivating yourself towards what you really need to do.
Right.
Don't waste your time on that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not.
Right. No, I feel you. What are you doing right now? What do you like? What's this in these next 30 days?
Right now, big shout out to Jonathan P. Right, first of all, from the Radio Pushers, the Millennial Generals.
I saw something like that.
The Creation of Greatness, and the whole team. I have really big things that I can tap other artists into, and this is something I'm gonna introduce to you guys and let y'all know. For you artists out there that really want to do things that don't have really all of the tap-ins and resources to get connected to things, I have a team that I'm connected to that I can bring you in if you have certain things highlighted and correct and in the right format. You guys that are not registered, that I've spoke to so many different times and told y'all about, when you're not paying attention about not being registered, and then the licenses and the different ways that you buying these beats and the way that you're using the beats and things of this nature, you know what I mean? A lot of us, even myself included, done got finesse for just spending money and things like this and not being able to really do nothing with the tracks. So for syncing and licenses, you have to have paperwork and things of this nature to do these things right with the tracks. If you want to be on a movie, a video game, something dope. If you want to do something dope with your music to really get out there. Streams is nothing, you guys. It's just a small portion of what you get. 1 million streams get you $3,800, man. Okay? Okay? Yeah. $3,800, okay?
It's not worth it.
All right?
You can't live off that.
It's $3,800, man, for 1 million streams. You're not really getting nothing off of the music. So you have to do things and have products and services available. And y'all check me out. People who want to get right, you know what I'm saying? Sticky right here. He make you custom patches. MOCR, I got the clothing brand and manufacturers. If you want to tap in, I can put you into loop with people that can print you up, make you custom official stuff like mine with your own logos on it as well. So tap into these platforms and all of these different things that we doing. Everybody stop hating and connecting on things, you would do more. Stop being jealous, envy, and hateful towards each other, man. There's no reason. If we connect, y'all don't understand how much more we have. Like, y'all don't get it. It's very freaking simple. But you make it
everybody's
hard.
gatekeeping.
I'm just saying.
Nobody wants to give the sauce like you are.
Something that costs 20 stacks for people, that's 5 bones a piece.
Right.
Just for simple math terms.
Yeah.
You don't gotta pay the dub by yourself.
Yeah.
DBT, once again, do better together. Music group, do better together. Mentoring group, Mr. 716, Big Miz, Jamel Harris, Maserati, how y'all know me, Maz, however y'all want to call it. Y'all know me. The people who do know me and the people who don't know me, this is who I am. We need to talk to the youth right now. And in your bars, when you listen to my music, the first thing I want y'all to know is that I don't curse. So that's why I really ain't want to curse on the interview. I got a little upset about a couple small things. Forgive me, Sticky, and the people watching. You know what I'm saying? But it's nothing big. I'm not trying to act like some perfect Christian either. Don't take this all crazy. I love the Lord. Totally. God first in my life, then my wife and my children. Totally. So don't play with me with none of that. But all of the extra stuff, we need to dim down doing the dumb stuff against each other. Look at the person for the good of what they might be saying or sharing. Look what's the purpose of the good of what they might be sharing or saying first. Like, look at that first. Like, don't judge people off of just what somebody said about some people, bro. Like, that's corny and whack. I'm not gonna say nothing whack about none of you ever if I never met you or said nothing to you. But going back again, Radio Pushers, shout out Jonathan P. Wright, you know what I'm saying, the Millennium Generals, the whole team, Karish for real, you know what I'm saying, April, you know what I'm saying, Alexis Rocks, Derek T. Lewis, you know what I'm saying, DJ Westwill, 99.7, Miami
it
Radio.
takes a village, right?
iHeart Radio, everybody that's bumping us, you know what I'm saying, Zoe, you know what I'm saying, Rose, just so many people. Pretty Image, Risky Business, you know what I'm saying, DJ Sandman.
I think they were at the
so
event,
many
right?
people, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying, DJ Stiz, Shizm, you know what I'm saying, everybody, man. And my boy for sure, Vibes, Gen TV, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
DJ Shizzle, you know what I'm saying? Heavy Lyrics, Chris Streets, all type of movements. Chris Jackson, everybody bubbling. Toe Tampa, K Ruth, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, bro, it's crazy. It's bananas in Tampa, you know what I'm saying? Haifa. All type of people,
Haifa's
bro.
this weekend, I
3
think, tomorrow.
times.
It's Haifa's birthday.
You know what I'm
You going
saying?
to that?
Big shout out, happy birthday. I'm moving a couple of things around with the family, but I'm shouting him out right now. Happy birthday, my G.
Happy birthday, Haifa.
You know what I'm saying? Haifa, my G. So, you know, but vibes, all these different movements. Tampa's incredible. It's so many people.
How long you been in Tampa?
So many people, man.
How long you been here? I know you're from Rock, but
I'm like
From,
I'm like a pound
Falls.
puppy in, almost a 6-piece. I'm between a pound
so
puppy
you're
and a
new out here,
6-piece.
but you know everybody.
I've been like 5 to 6.
Sounded like you knew
You know what I mean?
a good amount of people already in the small amount of time that you've been here.
Yeah,
You made
yeah.
moves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you was mentioning Streets and Heavy and Ruth. And, you know, we're tapped in and locked in with all of them, and they're all family.
Yep, even bass. You know what I'm saying? Bass. You know what I'm saying? For real, everybody, man. Love to everybody. Everybody know when I come through, I show love. 716 show love. They show me love back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Now you're an independent
All the
artist.
camps. Yeah, I'm independent.
Do you want to get signed? What's the goal there?
Only if it's official and we doing everything and I'm owning all my writing and my masters and stuff like that.
Right.
I'm not just giving up all of my intellectual properties and stuff like that for no reason because I've ghost written for people, you know what I'm saying? Ghost writers know Jay Harris stand next to y'all. You know what I mean? That's a bar in a new joint. They know, like, I think guys just, you know, when my time comes, it's gonna be dope.
What about distribution deals?
Red Room Distro, I rock with them, and you know some people. Big shout out to my cousin Stretch, first of all. Big shout out, Big Stretch, Theodore Travis, Big Stretch, the Culture Report. Gotta give a big shout out to him.
I've seen that on your page
You know
too.
what I'm saying? That's the
Report
big
official.
cuzzo, you know what I'm saying? Culture Report official. So, we just brewing, man. We got big stuff. Stretch got stuff lined up for me. We actually doing a big shout out to JoJo Willie, Say Word Podcast. We about to pull through the ATL next month on the 30th and the 31st. That's this month.
Yeah, what's going on there?
That's
It's
this
May, I mean,
month.
it's May 1st.
Yeah, May 1st. Yeah, that's this month.
What's going on in ATL?
Say Word Podcast with JoJo
Okay. Willie.
That's popping off. You know what I'm saying? He's a pillar that's connected to so many things. I mean, he know all of the heavyweights in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the big guys, the big guy, you know, the big dog. When you rocking with Shaq, when you chilling at Shaq crib, you know what I'm saying? So
You
big
made
shout
it.
out. Yeah. So JoJo, big shout out to you. Say Word Podcast TV.
Is that an interview or is that a performance?
He do interviews and they do a big showcase, but what happened was I tapped in with him and he just showed love to me and me and Guns went up and performed and you know, with some perks involved, you know, with the tap in. and a couple of guys, you know, got some distribution for their situations and stuff like that, you know. So they made a nice little event for the guys that connected properly to JoJo.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know about what happened with the guys that connected to people outside of JoJo. You know what I'm saying? But he do a dope showcase where he travel around, and he doing some stuff out there in the A with the guys like Scrappy and Jock or something like that. You know what I mean?
Some of the big names.
He was trying to work on something with one of the big Boogie, but Boogie got some stuff going already. But he tapped in. He just tapped in. And it's good to be tapped in with the assortment. So he was like, yo, 716, pull up. So, you know what I'm saying? When you get the homie pull up type of, you know, treatments and things like that, it's good to activate on some of those movements, because then it turns into other things that plug into other things that turn and plug into other things, you know?
You know, I ask this question a lot, and I ask this because you're not just one-dimensional, right? You're not just a rapper. What are your titles? What would you say, like, when people ask you what
so
you do?
when everything comes out, they first of all gonna say, I'm definitely a songwriter. So a songwriter, you know, performing artist, a composer, you know, also gonna be a mentor, an entrepreneur, you know, also gonna be an actor. You know what I mean? As well as a host, because I've done so many events, hosting for people that my voice. So they be like, yo, Maz, come host a Joan, you know, come. So I've done that a lot. But more than all, what I strive to be once, you know, the prize of, you know, considerably was considering making it, you know, when you reach that apex, my biggest goal is to be philanthropic.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, if I got 50 million, 20 million, you know, type contract with something that's big, I'm definitely gonna revitalize things within my community. Like we will have a damn YMCA and a Boys and Girls Club. You understand what I'm saying?
I get that.
So that's what I'm hitting for things like that. My purpose in life is to speak to people and bring that love, let people know about the love of the Lord more than anything. You gotta love God, man. You gotta love the Lord, man. He'll bring things up. He make it happen for you. You know what I mean? You know, he give us this breath of life. You have to appreciate the assortment of the breath of life, your life, health, and strength, your physical, mental well-being, you know, your wife, your children, everybody that's around you and love you, because in the end, those are the people who only gonna matter the most.
You know, I love doing this because I really, these things, people don't get to know you this way. You're on all your social media, like the things that you're saying and all the positiveness, your fans and your audience and anybody who's watching out there, they don't know it yet. They need to get to know you. That's why I really love this, is that it gets another side of you.
Yeah, appreciate you.
It's the real side.
We got Louis chairs, man. We got Louis chairs.
I think that brings it out of you, Louis. But
I'm like a natural though. I'm really like a natural. I've always had energy. I used to bang on my guy table, one of my guys' tables back in the day. He was a guy who really was big and heavy in the game, had really nice apartments and places. I was bang on his table. I rap. I taught him how to rap, actually. He does gospel and rap now.
Nice.
But he used to laugh at me because I was like, yo, we're gonna have a movie. It's gonna be called Blowed Up the Falls. He gonna be like, yo, this nigga be talking about rapping all motherfucking day and all this different shit, and this the highlight of how everything is turned, and even where he going with what he doing and the stuff, and then all of them banging on the table days and all them, you know, days where I'm in the huddle of the basement in the cut and I'm writing, and like, what the fuck you doing down there, bro? Like, you know, all this, my big trapper keeper, excuse my cursing again, but I used to carry a big trapper keeper, you know, it was the backpack rapping type style. So I still got the backpack with the raps in it. I ain't bring it, but you know what I'm saying? You know, I still got the backpack with the raps.
We gonna cut it right there for like 10 seconds. I think that's a perfect time for us to pay the bills.
Fashion is expression. Fashion is art. Fashion is individuality. Fashion is fun.
happy that
Love,
people get to
King.
see this.
And me too, man.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
love, man. It's official. Came through the vibes. The homie hit me after we did the show. And this is the type of things that happen, people, when you link up with people and good vibes, and you have a true and genuine spirit. You know, God will tap you in and you'll move forward. You know what I mean? But once again, man, salute to the radio pushers. Anybody want to tap in with me to get a marketing campaign, I have links. And I'm telling you, these links can take you somewhere great, where it starts you off and gives you leverage so you don't have to have a headache for a lot of other stuff that you want to do yourself. You can have people help you and activating all these different things for you.
How do they contact you?
You can check me right now on IG that we watching live. First of all, that's the letter IAM716. That's the number 716, BIGMIZ. And that's on YouTube. That's on Twitter. You know what I mean? That's where it's at. On Facebook, you know what I'm saying, it's going to say my name. You'll see my real name, Jamel Harris. That's my real name. You know what I'm saying? You can look me up.
Government.
I don't got no smut on my name. I ain't snitch on no niggas. No, none of that. You know what I'm saying? I got told on, but I don't want to get into that.
Nah, we don't want to go backward. We're going forward.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So, and that's what the new single is, Rich Vibes. We moving up a couple levels.
Single and video?
We gonna come with the video. So right now, the battle cry is the assortment. The battle cry video about the drop, I believe, on Cinco de Mayo, 5/5/25.
So stay on YouTube?
Yeah, it's gonna be on YouTube, and then it's gonna be on like Vivo and all of that stuff following it, like, and all of that.
So that's Battle
Cry, BATTLE.
Is that just you?
No, that's me and Guns. Once again, the cousin Guns. Shout out Guns. Tommy Guns, Big Fats. You can catch him on IG. But his is at Tommy Sanders 360. Tommy Sanders 360. That's Guns.
He's from the Falls too?
Yeah, he from the handle. We got to get him up the par. So y'all follow him and all that, because he came home, he being positive. He done, you know what I'm saying? We don't want to, he'll tell his own story. But everybody in Attica and all the jails and Elmira's and all them, they know Guns.
Gotcha.
They know him.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so we love that positivity and anybody that is on that.
Yeah, man.
Right?
Positive is where it's
especially after
at.
you get out, you don't know what to do maybe. This is a good avenue.
MOCR, Motivation Chaser. MOCR, Motivation Chaser. The MO is the motivation, the CR is the chaser. Motivation Chaser. We are Team Motivation Chaser. We are linking all of the movements together. Team Motivation Chaser is the wave. Anybody that needs fly dapper apparel, holla at me.
You have a site?
You know what I mean? It's not yes, I do. Actually, the website is dbtmusicgroup.net. dbtmusicgroup.net. That's dbtmusicgroup.net. That's the website. And things will be available to where you can start ordering really soon, because I just revised some things. I've revamped some things over the past, year and a half or so.
That's continuous though,
Yeah,
brother. You're going to continue growing,
Yeah.
continue changing.
Yep.